affirmations alone are not going to work. People are going to dislike you regardless. You're comparing your husband to Amaka's husband. Amaka's husband went to the UK. Stop it. Come off it. Hello, my darlings. Welcome back. My name is Cynthia Harford if you are new, and I create self-care and self-development content. If that is something that you are interested in, please subscribe. If it's not, that's okay. To move along. In today's video, we're going to discuss how to build real, concrete, long-lasting self-confidence. I've been waiting for the longest time to film this video, and it's going to be in the form of a chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm currently about to do my makeup. I have a couple other videos to film, and I'm actually going out tonight as well. You're going to want to pay very close attention to every single thing that I have to say today, because I went from this shy, insecure, timid young girl who was very unsure of herself to becoming this confident, self-assured woman that I am today. And although this all didn't happen overnight, and we are all still constant work in progress, however, with the tips I'm giving you today, you're going to thank me. I think the key to this whole confidence thing is a healthy level or a healthy amount of delusion. And you're going to find out really soon that I'm very passionate about this topic. The simple act of being confident, looking confident, can be the key to many open doors for you. It can be the reason why you get so many opportunities and the reason why you don't get certain opportunities. And I don't want any of you guys missing out on certain opportunities because you weren't bold enough. That ended last year. We're not doing that again this year. So I'm not going to sit here and begin to describe the word confidence and what confidence is. We all know what it is, right? What I am going to do, however, is discuss external and internal confidence, right? External confidence is the one that everybody else can see, right? You walk into a room, you've mastered all the self-confident body language hacks, you've watched all the Instagram reels, you've watched all the YouTube videos, all the books, you've read them about, how to look self-confident, how to walk into a room. You've learned all those things probably. And if you haven't, that's okay. We're going to talk about it in a different video. That's not what we're going to talk about today, okay? That's the external part, the whole fake it till you make it. You may not feel your very best all the time, but you're stepping out looking like you have it all together. You're walking into a room, your head is held high, your back is straight, your posture is impeccable. That is external confidence, and I think it's equally important. But today's video is going to be all about internal confidence, because I think that even after doing the whole, the charades, going out in public, looking very confident and all that, when you come home, when you're with yourself, how do you feel? I'm going to cover some of my hyperpigmentation spots that I have going on. The makeup look I'm going for today is very simple. Like I said, we're going to discuss the internal confidence, because I think that when you have the internal self-confidence on lock, the external just becomes part of you. You don't have to fake it to make it anymore. It's just who you are. So number one thing that I'm going to say here that has really changed my entire life, I'm not even joking, is that embarrassment is a choice and failure is a normal part of life. I have gone through most of my life, my childhood rather, just feeling embarrassed about certain things, and I think that that's where a lot of insecurity stems from. I'm going to put my hair back with this claw clip because it's getting in the way of my beauty and my expertise. I have to understand that failure is part of life. Everybody feels at something. Nobody is perfect at every single thing that they do, even though it seems like it, but it only seems that way because people are putting out their wins. Nobody is talking to you about how they're failing at things. So it seems to you like, I'm the only one failing. No, you're not. We're all failing at something. Literally every single person. No matter how successful they look to you, they're failing. And then when it comes to embarrassment, just choose not to be embarrassed. I know it's easier said than done. It definitely didn't happen overnight for me. I just didn't stop being embarrassed. I'm going to use what I do as an example. Right now, I film videos, right? I take pictures out in public. I was quite shy in the beginning of it all. Like, they're gonna think I'm weird. Gen Z, always taking pictures. All those things that you have in your mind would make me not... It gets better, I promise you. I know I look crazy right now. but it gets better. I started looking at it this way. I'm literally just doing what I want to do. I'm not hurting anybody. These same people that you're worried about, oh, they're going to see me, they're going to do this and that, they're going to go home and work very hard at their own craft, come out successful, and you're going to still be there worried about what Jack and Joe thinks about what you're doing. Stop doing that to yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but you really can just wake up and say, I choose not to be embarrassed and just not be embarrassed. I promise you. If you fall in public, who cares? You fall, you get up, you're probably never going to see them again. And even if you do, who still cares? They've fallen down before. It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. And then when I talk about failure, you really have to begin to stop tying your self-worth to your achievements, right? To how well you do certain things. Let's say that you tie your worth to your academics and you're doing pretty good. What happens when, God forbid, you start not doing as well as you were doing before? What happens then? I'm gonna tell you. In case you don't know, what happens is that your self-confidence, you begin to question yourself. Your confidence goes with that thing. If you tie your confidence to how well you can keep or save a relationship, how well you're doing in school, how many times you got to the gym this week, it's simply not a sustainable method of growing and maintaining self-confidence. So the first things are, failure is a natural part of life and embarrassment is a choice. So relax. Life is for the living. Live. The second thing that I'm going to address is this: build your portfolio. When it comes to building self-confidence, right? Your mind needs to know that, hey, she got this. She has done this before. Let's say you are preparing for an examination and it's just around the corner. If you are not prepared, you're going to be much more nervous and not as confident in writing that exam, as opposed to if you have studied and you have passed previous exams before and you know, I got this. You have this unwavering faith in yourself because you've done it before and you've equipped yourself with enough skills. You've empowered yourself with the knowledge. So it's very important that you build your portfolio so that your mind has something to reach to the next time something hard comes up. I'm going to give an example again for my fellow introverts that don't really like social settings. Let's assume that you get called out for drinks, or dinner with friends and their friends. You're nervous, you're worried, you're anxious. How am I going to do this? How am I going to interact with all these people? As confident as I have become, some things just can't change. I would rather be home most times than out with people. It's just who I am. I've come to accept that it's just who I am. It's not a matter of lack of confidence. I just want to be home sometimes, and that's okay. But in order to grow your confidence, you have to step out of your comfort zone quite often, okay? Growth is very uncomfortable. I'm sorry about that, but that's just what God made it to be. So let's say you have this social gathering and you are really nervous about it, but then you're like, Cynthia, you have to go. Yeah, you get ready, you're nervous, you get there, and you have a good time, you have a blast. You get home and you're thinking about it, I did that thing, I came back, I was amazing. People enjoyed my conversation, and I'm not dead. I'm well alive. The next time that you have another social event coming up, you're still probably going to be nervous, but now you have something to reach back to. Now you have an event that you went to a couple weeks ago. They can reach back to and say, you know what, I'm scared, I'm nervous, but I was scared last week and I did it, and I did it well. Do you see where I'm going with this? Okay, so build your portfolio, and over time, the more you do that thing, the more you expose yourself to that thing, it becomes second nature. You become more confident doing that thing. An exercise that I would give to you that helps you build that part of yourself would have to be setting small attainable goals. Okay, set goals that are so small that you can accomplish them closing your eyes, right? And they can be as small as making your bed in the morning. You can tell yourself, hey, Cynthia, we're going to make our bed this morning. And then you do it. You're probably wondering, making your bed is too simple. Everybody can do that. Yeah, you can do it. Be grateful. But there are people that are going through a lot of issues emotionally, and just getting out of bed is an achievement for them. And what this does is, when you say, I'm going to make my bed this morning, and you do it, your mind just registers it like, oh, Cynthia said she's going to make her bed, and guess what? She did it. Then set other small goals and do them. I'm going to take out the trash today. You do it. I'm going to take a shower today. Maybe you haven't been able to take showers over the past couple of days. Maybe, your mental health is just not quite stable at the moment. Understandable. Tell yourself, I'm going to take a shower today, and then do it. The more you do those things, your mind is going to understand you to be someone that does what they say they are going to do. And the more you do the things you say you're going to do, your confidence skyrockets. I don't know what it is about that. I think it's just a thing about your brain now trusting you to handle situations. I think so. It has to be, because it works. It really does work. A lot of the confidence that I have now is by doing things I said I was going to do. Whether I did them well or not, I did it. What's that name? Whether I did it well or I did it crappy, I did the thing, and now I can learn for next time. Don't wait till everything is perfect before you can do something. Build skills, empower yourself with knowledge, study, read. The more you do these things, the more confident you become, because nobody can tell you anything. The more knowledge you have, the more interesting you are to talk to. And when it comes to affirmations, I think that affirmations work in rewiring your mindset. You still have to do the hard work. Most of us are saying a lot of negative things about ourselves. If you change that mindset of saying, I'm so ugly, I'm so whatever it is you're telling yourself, to be honest, and start telling yourself, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I'm smart, I'm capable. Even though that alone, without hard work, is not going to magically make you confident, it helps because now you're not telling yourself a bunch of negative things. You're saying more positive things to yourself. You're loving yourself, and that is very important. The next thing I have here is celebrate others' wins. Celebrate yourself when you win. It's a two-way street. I think that a lot of us operate on scarcity mentality. You think that, if it happens to Shola, it can happen to me. It can happen for me. It can. I think that if God does something for someone in your circle, in your neighborhood, I like to call it that, it just means that he's in your neighborhood. Believe that as she has it, as he has it, you're going to get yours as well. As for me, I believe that I'm going to get everything good in life. Is that delusional? A little bit, but it's better than always thinking, oh, woe is me. Everyone is doing better than me. Everyone has what I don't have. Shut up. You have something they don't have. Think about that for a second and shut up. The more you're worried that someone else has it before you, so therefore you might not get it, you're probably not going to get it, because why are you such a sore person? Why are you such a negative Nancy? Change your mindset. If they can have it, it only means that, wow, this person that looks like me, this person that is kind of like me, can get this thing. And also, don't forget to celebrate your own wins. Every little win, celebrate it. I'm very fond of belittling my achievements, if you know what I mean. I would do something amazing because I'm amazing, and I would just it's just one of those things, right? No, it's not one of those things. If you do something well, celebrate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. The same way that we celebrate our friends, our colleagues, our family, is the same way that we have to celebrate ourselves. We went to the gym today. Be happy, celebrate. Because I recently got news of someone not so close to me, by the way, let me put it out there, but someone that I know that passed recently. And this person was very, let's say, workaholic, right? Always working and always on to the next. And it's good to, want to do the next thing. What's next? Good, great. I approve. I applaud that. However, she never really sat down to be thankful, appreciate what she had currently. And now she's dead. And may her soul rest in peace. All the goal setting and trying to achieve this and trying to achieve that, there's nothing left to achieve. She's dead. Why am I saying this dead thing so many times? I think I just want to hit it makes you understand that this life is for the living. You don't compare yourself to people. Comparison is the killer of joy, is the thief of joy. Everything good, everything marama. Once you begin to compare yourself, compare your partner, your spouse, your husband. You're comparing your husband to Amaka's husband. Amaka's husband went to the UK. Stop it. Come off it. Stop comparing yourself and your success and your failures to other people's stories and their journeys. Nobody is walking the same path as you. Not one person is walking the same path as you. Alright? And when it comes to success, there's so much. Close to you. Now. There's so much money in circulation. You just haven't touched it yet. So cool, calm down. Emeka hits money, you're gonna hit your own money. I don't know why I used the word Emeka or the name Emeka. You're gonna do yours too. You're gonna get that same thing. You're gonna get that degree. If you're trying to get a degree, you're going to get it. As long as you are alive and it's your goal and you're working consistently towards it, I think right there. There's no two ways about it. I'm looking for my bronzer, I can't find it. Where like my bronzer now? I'm gonna have to calm it down with this blush before I start looking like a clown. But I just love the way blush looks on me. And I'm going to put my hair back in this claw clip while we talk about the fourth thing. The fourth thing is be authentic. This is more of a life tip than a confidence tip, if I'm being honest. I can't stress it enough. Be authentic. People are going to people are going to dislike you regardless. People are going to think that you're crazy regardless of, how you decide to conform to what people think is normal or what people think is cool. They're still going to dislike you. Imagine being disliked for being who you're not. Must be a crazy life to live. It's better to be disliked for being who you are than to be disliked for being someone that you're not. And what you gain from being authentic is this. You begin to attract people that are like-minded, people that think the way that you think. Why do you think that when people have the most crazy opinions and you think people are going to unfollow them, people are going to dislike them, they end up getting followers because there are people that think the same things. You may think it's a crazy idea. There are people that will agree with what the person is saying. And that goes for you as well. You may have your own beliefs, you may have your own way of living, and because it's not normal, it's not what everybody else is doing, now you're trying to hide who you really are. Stop doing that. Don't do that to yourself. Let your people find you. They're going to hear the things that you say, see what you do, and approach you. What do you guys think about this? I put the hair in a claw clip at the back. I think it's cute. My face is very much out there. My makeup look is pretty much done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my makeup, but the video itself is not done. I have 2 more confidence tips that I have to cover, and then I'll see you guys in my next video. As I was saying, it's better to be authentic. Live life as who you are and attract people that like you for who you are. Because if you live life being someone else or trying to fit in with what people think, you're constantly telling yourself, oh, my real self, my natural self is not worthy of being liked, of being appreciated, of being loved. And that will continue to dampen your self-confidence, and you will never grow into a confident person because you're not really yourself. But the moment you start living as who you are and attracting a community of people that actually like you for you, your mind starts to understand that Cynthia as she is, or your name as you are, is worthy of being loved, seen, appreciated, and all these things. I promise you, it doesn't matter how weird you think you are, you're going to have people that like you. It's just a fact of life. So be you, be authentic to who you are, and watch your confidence just skyrocket. Then the 5th thing that I want to touch on is self-love and self-acceptance. If you're trying to go on a journey of trying to improve yourself or become more confident and you don't love yourself, you haven't accepted yourself as you are now, you are just creating a recipe for disaster. You really need to look at yourself and accept who you see in the mirror and say, okay, this is who I am. This is who I am now. This is how far I have come, and I can definitely do much more. Stop thinking about what could have been. It's a waste of time. Whenever you start talking yourself down, just think about the younger, naive version of yourself that just wanted to be loved, wanted to be great. Is that really how you want to talk to her, how you want to talk to him? I don't think so. Do you really want to bully that girl and tell her that she's unworthy of being loved and accepted? Because every single time that you're telling that to yourself, that is exactly the message you're sending to your younger self. Stop doing that. Stop bullying yourself. The world is already hard as it is. It doesn't need you doing that to yourself. Think about your younger self, right? If she could walk past you right now, she might look at you and think, wow, this girl is really cool. I really can't wait to grow up and be like her or have the things that she has. My younger self would definitely love me now. Definitely. She went through a lot. She went through a lot, that girl. And I love her. I love every bit of her. Be nice to yourself. Accept yourself. We don't take enough time to understand that we have been doing a great job. You have survived 100% of every single thing that was thrown at your face. All of them. You didn't die. You didn't kill yourself. You're still here. You are strong. You are powerful. One last thing that I want to add is stop punishing your body. It has carried you through all these years and all the things that you've been through. There's no reason whatsoever to be rude, to be wicked, and to hate your home, your vessel, simply because it doesn't match the aesthetic that you want it to match currently. Of course, eat healthier, move your body, but let all this come from a place of, hey, I love myself so much that I want to take care of her now. I want to take care of my body. I want her to be stronger for me. I want to give back to her, my body, for all the years that she has carried me through. But before you can do that, you have to first accept yourself. That way, when people come with a negativity telling you all things, you've accepted that this is who you are. If you are 300 pounds trying to lose weight and people are doing all of this, it doesn't matter anymore, because now it's like, yeah, I'm 300 pounds. I know I'm 300 pounds. I'm eating healthier. I'm trying to be better. But you're not going to shame me. Do not let people shame you. Like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, everybody has things that are embarrassing or cringy. Some are just lucky enough that their things are easy to hide. So I'm just going to give a rundown of everything that I said, okay? 1, failure is natural. Don't tie your self-worth to your failure. Never do that to yourself. Embarrassment is a choice. You can choose not to be embarrassed. You really can. I promise you. It takes time, but you will get the hang of it, okay? To build your portfolio, empower yourself, and speak positive words into your life. Stop the negative self-talk. Look in the mirror and tell yourself good things about yourself, because you really are amazing. Think about things that are not even physical. Think about the way that you love your family, the way that you take care of your siblings or your friends, the way that you are loving. Those things are amazing qualities that you can have. Celebrate the wins of others and your wins as well. Don't be jealous or envious, because that is even witch behavior. I don't think witches do well in life. Be authentic to yourself. Don't try to be anybody else or fit into anybody's aesthetic, because you're just digging a hole of self-hatred. I hope you enjoyed watching my makeup done. I hope you enjoyed this chit chat about confidence. There's going to be much more about confidence. I feel like I just skimmed the surface right now, but in another video, I'm going to go in depth. I think that I have this confidence thing hacked. If you are watching this video and you know who I am prior to this whole YouTube thing, you know that this is not how I've been. I used to be super shy, super insecure, super timid. I wouldn't really talk much. But look at me now. You can trust that I have a lot to talk about when it comes to self-confidence. I cannot wait to share with you guys everything that I have learned on my journey to self-confidence. You're not going to want to miss any video about self-confidence on my channel. So hit that subscribe button. Once again, my name is Cynthia Harford. I create self-care and self-development content. If you want to develop yourself 2023, you're in the right place. If you don't want to, it's not my fault. I really enjoyed this chit chat. I can't wait to do it again, actually. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye.